You're listening to the November 18, 2016 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Hello, my friends. I'm feeling your energy very strongly right now. So many would like you to talk about the US election results. Are you up for that?
We are with you strongly indeed, as we always are, although it cannot always be felt as though we are. Let us give comfort to many who feel so very disappointed and concerned regarding the voting protocol and the result therein. We have already spoken to you about this, for all that we have said in the last few months regarding the changes that are coming are a valid part of the outcome of this election. Again, we stress, all is not as it seems.
And all is as should be. I accept that. Yet perhaps you could elaborate on this in a little more detail, for just saying all is not as it seems doesn't give folk much to go on, if you would be so kind.
The very fact, Blossom, that your world is as it is due to misgivings and thoughts of impending doom that has become a large aspect of the whole, one's consciousness. And that is taking place has left those who fall for it in a place of Armageddon.
Good grief. That word surprised me.
Yet it is correct in its use, for there are so many of your kind who blindly walk forward, not really aware of that which is to come. They feel betrayed. They feel scared. And there is a mass stirring within the soul self as to what will become of this great land that is known as the United States. Would you now call them united? We think not. The energy that is befalling that country is that of which we would describe as a very large mixing bowl of many ingredients that do not fare well to create a culinary delight. There is far too much bitterness involved, and when we say stirring the pot, we mean it in a gigantic way. This is what we have been speaking of as to the topsy-turvy world that is unfolding over the coming months. We have been preparing you for this, and we would say that this is just the starting line. So much will be revealed in the most unexpected game that is about to ensue. One playing off another, and yet all parties, allowing themselves to be put on the spot, unbeknownst to them, in a sense, and creating each other's opportunities to open up Pandora's box. Due to the ongoing battle between those that want to be shown as being in power, they will be sinking each other's ships, so to speak.
A little hard to grasp, yet I get what you're saying. Although I don't know obviously what all these reveals will be.
And we cannot tell you. Yet we can tell you, as we have done so before, that what is to unfold will shock and abhor all people. For even those who think they know what we are speaking of do not know. Not to the fullest extent, that which shall be opened up and offered to the public ear and eye. This is why we say to you very strongly, stay in your light, be in your heart. We do not wish to scare, for this is not why we are here. Yet we do say, it is imperative that you summon your highest good, power, and stay true to it, for there shall be much trickery imposed that shall present as truth, and it shall cause much confusion to those who do not, see through its guise.
Stepping out big time here, are you speaking of a false flag, i.e. an alien invasion that has been spoken of, yet it is actually to be conducted by the elite of our world?
You have hit the nail on the head. Have not movies come about as another ingredient to stir the pot? Or would we say plot?
I believe you're talking about the movie Arrival, which I'm going to see this evening, funnily enough. Yet, to be honest, I'm not really sure of its agenda, so I'm going in blind, so to speak.
We are merely continuing to ask you to become your knowing. Step up your ladders, dearest souls, and walk into your higher selves. The time is coming. The time is now, when action speaks louder than words. In that your power, your light, your strength is to be felt by you as never before. We do not say this lightly, although it comes from light. We say this with great intent.
I know. I can feel it in my being.
Again, we state that there is nothing to fear when you recognize everything for what it is. We state also that we have every knowing that the light has won. It is done. The game is over, and yet there shall be attempts to rise again from the darkened lost souls until they realize there is nothing further to be done. Nothing more can be achieved. And with great compassion we say that it is then that their dimming light needs to be nurtured by each one of you, to offer forgiveness no matter what atrocities and deceits are to be revealed. Look upon all that is presented, and we mean all, as part of the divine plan, each soul having their role to play for the highest good of all. Even though many will not understand, we say that even those who volunteered for the darkest roles did so for the highest good of all.
In the bigger picture, for my friends, although that resonates with my soul, many will find that a very difficult proposition to undertake, especially when we all find out what has been hidden from us and why. I know through yours and White Cloud's teachings that we're to send love to all, for this is the only way out of this mess, yet hard to do for some whose souls have been greatly damaged by all that has gone on.
Dearest Blossom, we accept the severity of the statement offered, and yet, you all know, love is the answer. There is nothing else, no other way around it or out of it. Offer love, send love, be love to all and every situation that is to occur. Never falter, never doubt yourselves. Know the power of your love and how, by giving it out continuously, you will be changing the direction of matters that need to change course. You are the ones that can influence all that shall take place by being love. You, as you continue to do so, shall find more and more of yourself's core. You will recognize your essence. You shall feel your knowing. And the more you do so, the more you do so. We are with you in all of this. We shall offer assistance where necessary, and you shall know us by the energy we carry, the light that is with us.
May be an odd thing to say, but that which is stirring in me through your words and energy today does indeed feel a bit like Armageddon. Good Lord, Maud. Gotta say, it still all feels very storybookish. I cannot actually think that all this is to actually take place. As Christmas draws closer and we move into a time of goodwill to all men.
We would not say necessarily that the fullness of that which we speak will have come about by then. And on the topic of Christmas, we would say also that all that we have said does not take away the fact that the higher energies are still pouring in, through to your planet to assist you to merge with the higher energy of self that you are connecting with. This is wonderful. This is the other side of the coin, in that as you connect more deeply with your higher-ness, you will feel no fear. You will know how to behave, what to do.
As in the feeling I had a few weeks ago mentioned in previous channeling.
Indeed. In those moments, Blossom, did anything at all, fill you with fear?
There was nothing but light power running through my veins. And I can only reiterate that this feeling has been felt by many and will come to everyone in perfect divine timing. And then all this that may seem now to be a little daunting just won't be at all. Trust me on this.
We are aware you are not asking us to trust, for that goes without saying. Yet, we reiterate to those reading, feeling, hearing these words, that Blossom is one to be trusted in our books. Yet one can only feel that for themselves.
Laugh. Some still think me dodgy. I have no concerns about that, each to their own understanding. Taking an even bigger step out here, many folk are very tied up in the financial revaluation process that is said will take place. As you know, I never broach this kind of thing with you, yet in for a penny, in for a pound. Or a Vietnamese dong. What would your thoughts be on this?
A revaluation is to take place on many levels, if not all levels, aspects of your entire planet. In our view, it stands to reason that your financial system has to be one of the major changes that will be assessed in order to make great changes in all things. This has massive involvement in all four corners of your globe, and certainly will not just happen overnight.
You're right there, for many have been hanging on by a thread for it to take place for over 10 years. Are folks right to believe this will happen? Or, as many say, is it a hoax?
It is not a hoax, Blossom. Far from it.
Well, that's a very positive answer. Thank you for that. And I thank myself for being brave enough to ask it.
We cannot determine dates of exchanges and rates and incomes, etc. This certainly depends on many issues that are to be worked through. Yet we will say, your financial system is not what we would call a system as such. It is what we would call an unfair, unparalleled disguise in order to rule the planet. In this new time, no such thing is allowed to exist in this way. That which you call money shall become a friendly word to those who choose to understand it as such. It is there to enhance lives, not to take away joy. It is our desire that when a revaluation of money's values takes place, the energy of these paper notes and golden and silver coins will be transformed into shining worth that will assist every living being upon your planet. There are indeed wonderful changes to ensue. Yet, be patient as the wheat is sorted from the chaff.
That's it for today. I can tell. I love you. We love you.
We are one.
And in our oneness, we are many, in love and thanks. As an afternote, I went to see Arrival, and from its concept point of view, I found many interesting points, each to their own opinion about it as a movie, etc., although it is interesting that this has come out at this time. At least it's a happy ending. And about 2 days after channeling this message, I received an email with a piece from Dr. Stephen Greer. I was amazed at the synchronicities, and the link is below in the description box. I still struggle with all this being a reality, and I'm the channeler. I'm not doubting the Federation of Light in any way. I just find it hard to feel for real that this kind of thing may take place. Ever. If it does, then I give thanks for the preparation and the heads up. If it doesn't, I give thanks for it not happening. And that is not to say that the good guys won't step in first. Either way, I've promised myself that I will hold my light strongly in through the darkness, in the knowing that you're all doing the same. I feel very strongly that we will know what to do, as they have said. Be bold. Be brave. Be. Many thanks.